Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman. We're half an hour late, but hey, it doesn't matter. We're still here. Never fear. We're streaming once a day. Whatever happens, we're going to be streaming. It doesn't matter. Pulsechain is coming. PulseX is coming. We're going to be in the best ecosystem on the planet, and so we're going to keep streaming at least until it starts. Right? At least until it starts, and then maybe for a long time after that. So let's keep it going, folks. Anyway, the title of my video today, my car got smashed. My car got the smash. It got the bash and the smash, but PulseX will fix that. Obviously, you're going to have to, get some funds to pay for that. Ha, 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 jokes. But man, oh man, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, I woke up this morning and went off to the cafe. You guys know how I roll. And then it got broken into. Some dudes in a car, 4 o'clock in the morning. And they smashed into it. Neighbors got on video, and they drove around twice. Second time they decided to smash into it, and they smashed the ignition box there. Absolutely ripped it out, smashed it, and they didn't know what they're doing, because anyone would know that you can't. It's very hard to take that car, and they thought it was like an old school car, but nah. And so yeah, just the way it goes. It's going to cost me a bit of money, of course. You got the tow truck, you got the get the new ignition, and who knows? Hopefully, it's not going to be too much more than that. But it completely smashed. They completely broke it off, and whatever. Smashed window screen, the little one at the front of the car. So there's a bit of a cost there to pay up there. So just the way it goes. That's how you roll when you wake up in the morning. I'm off to the cafe, going to get my latte. And then, oh no, what the heck? There's glass all over the ground. What the heck is going on here? And just the way it goes. Anyway, we move on. That's how you always a cup half full, and we move on to the next thing. So we'll have to address that in the future at some stage. But in any case, I guess there's a bit more walking. Anyway, that's the title of the video today. But probably much more important than that. Much more important than that is that it is Anzac Day here in good old New Zealand and Australia. And of course, we remember those who have served in the war, fallen in the war, and of course, World War I, World War II, other wars, Korea, Vietnam, whatever it's going to be, Afghanistan. We remember those soldiers who have fallen, paid the ultimate price for our freedom, which is so valuable. And of course, as you guys know, certain governments in the West are trying to undermine it and take it away from us, and they think that we're stupid. But we're going to remember those who have fallen, and stand for freedom is the best way of honoring them. Remembering them is the best way of honoring them. And so Anzac Day today, we've got a day off here, of course, it's holiday, and we remember them. Very, very cool. I had relatives, get lost in the wars, as many of you may have had in the past. And of course, some of them we do not know, like if they're World War I, people lost theirs. And that's just the way it goes, but that's what war does. So we will remember them. It's the best way of honoring them. And just wanted to make that special declaration out there for Anzac Day. So if you're in Australia, New Zealand, you'll be celebrating that too, at least remembrance. I guess a remembrance rather than celebration. But the freedom is what we celebrate from what the price they paid, which is their legacy for us. Very, very cool. All right, let's see who's in the chat there. We're going to find out who's jumped in here. We've got High Stakes Hex. Sorry to hear about the car super. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it's for me. It's just another thing. You just move forward. No real emotional impact, but obviously it's an inconvenience. It's definitely an inconvenience. But hey, more walking is good for you. Hex Force 1 in the house there. Hello, Superman and Hexkins. Good to see Hex Force 1. We got Tom Boss in the house. Damn, hope you're okay. You're all good, Tom Boss. All good. Ted Nelson says, hey, everybody. Well, I'm all good until I get the check, right? Until I get the cost from the mechanic and the tow truck driver and the glass repairer, I guess. I guess is the way it goes. Hey, Ted Nelson, good to see you. Hey, everybody, good to see you. Did I say check? I mean a bill. We're Brendan's in the house there. Morning, Superman and family, in memory of our fallen soldiers in Anzac Day. At least we forget 100%. Amen on that one. Lights beneath in the house as well. Hello, how are you today? Very, very good. The ultimate strategy, of course, Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and incentive token for the win. And of course, that's Richard Hart Golden Crypto. So we're all aboard that train. We got Groot in the house as well. Hey, good to see you, Groot. Now I did manage to get a coffee, but you know, I had to borrow a car. I had to borrow a car for that. So yeah, no point owning two cars. You know, two cars is a little bit spoilish. I know some people own a couple of cars, but you know, one car is enough, isn't it? And my car was pretty efficient as well. So we'll see how it goes. What else have we got? Blobfish King, I hope you are joking about the car. Anzac Day today for Australia and New Zealand, lest we forget, 100%. So cool. What else have we got going there? Let's see who else is here. Lion Wings, hey Superman, hope you're okay. I'm all good. 14 more days is Phoenix tutorial. Yeah, well, you can see that on my other channel. I've got, I don't know if you guys know, I've got my other channel up and running. I've rebranded it, so it's a general crypto channel now. So it's kind of, if you want non-RH stuff, projects like that, then that sort of videos you can find on there. Superman Crypto is the channel. I'm not sure if someone wants to post it in the chat there, but you can get go and follow me on Superman Crypto. It's growing pretty strongly over there at the moment. And we're doing, you know, doing general crypto, doing a lot of that stuff around Phoenix and Zen and other stuff like that if you're into that. So cool. What else? Sandy Beach is in the house. Good to see Sandy Beach. Woohoo! And who else is in here? Wookie, in memory of our fallen soldiers on Anzac Day. Lest we forget Wookie. Nice one there, Wookie. And Joey Torres in the house. Hi, Joey. Good to see you. Lion Wings as well. Love the song. Yeah, the song, the Pulsechain song. Yeah, it's pretty cool promo. I should probably do a survey on that because I have played that promo for quite a long time. So yeah, definitely got to check that out. Hex and Choice says, hello, Hexkins. Good to see you. Unprotected Hex as well. Greetings, greetings, greetings. And Sandy Beach, hello, and everybody. So good to see Sandy Beach as always. One of our moderators. Francis in the house. Good to see you, Francis. Hello, hello, hello. Who else has jumped in here? Sandeep. Morning, Sandeep. Good morning. Who else is here? A Kiwi crash. Yeah, it's a Kiwi crash, that's for sure. It's not a night crash though. You know, Kiwis walk around in the night. But yeah, hopefully you guys know what a Kiwi bird is. Do you know what a Kiwi bird is? It's kind of like the iconic New Zealand bird. It's kind of our a symbolic bird. It's walks around. It's nocturnal. Beautiful bird, and it really does represent sort of the native species of New Zealand. It has all these beautiful feathers, brown feathers. It can't fly. But has a very long beak, and it stays in the night. So yeah, I think there's only a couple hundred of them in New Zealand, but they've managed to get them back from the brink of extinction, which is kind of cool. Ahmed's in house there. Hello, hello. Good to see Ahmed. And Sandy says, "Oh, sorry to hear that, Hex Token." Yeah, hey, we move on. We move on. Had tougher things happen, that's for sure. So you know, you toughen yourself up. That's what it's all about. Brendan says, what a joke, disrespectful degenerates. Yeah. Hey, look, these guys in these, you know, when they come around, they're scouting out for cars. The car that they were driving was probably stolen as well. And so they're just, you know, that's what they do, right? They don't care about anybody else. And yeah, hopefully the law will catch up with them eventually. And they can spend some just time in prison for it. Condor says you can fly anywhere. You're a Superman. Yeah. I got to bring out those superpowers, and unfortunately, I was asleep at the time, so there was no magnificence to be shown. No ray eyes. There was no beat down. It was just me sleeping while they were torturing my car. Was it smashed? My car got smashed. Yo. Cheers tonight from Panama. Hey, Humberto. Cheers to you as well. Special shout out to Humberto's in Panama there with good old Randy Alasky. So let me know, Humberto, if you've met up with him yet. I'm sure that's going to be a great shindig, as we say. North Face says, hi, everybody. Pulsechain soon, 100%. Hey, the other thing is that the Hex Cruise is going out today. Is it today? And everyone's meeting up there in Florida, there, Miami, is it, to go on the Hex Cruise. And we've seen lots of photos in our Discord. If you want to check out some of those, check my Pulses has posted those. I think we're going to have Kate Ferger as well, is hopefully get some post pictures from him. Looks like people like Crypto Coffee and other influencers are there as well. But then just such a wide array of community members. It looks really, really awesome. Lies beneath the Freedom Channel, Family Channel, no drama channel. Yeah. Well, I don't know. My car got smashed. Is that drama? It's actually a real thing. So let's pretend it's not drama. It's not just a clickbait title. That's all I'm going to say. It's not a clickbait title. Vuzi says, what's going on, Superman? Hey, good to see you, Vuzi. And Crypto Tycoon, how are you? Okay? Yeah, all good on the hood here. And Alberto says, LBT, hello, friend. Yeah, LBTT, getting a big following there. LBPTTT, that's lies we're talking about. Bloodfish King says I had a catalytic converter stolen, cost me $600 excess. Yeah. Cost you a bit of money. We're the ones that have to pay, right? We pay twice. Our car gets smashed, and then we have to pay for it as well. So it's a double smash. And then the people that do it, if they don't get caught, they just do it again and again, and they get away with it. And they go to their house and they drink up big, and that's man, we did this. It was so fun. It was so fun. That sort of stuff. But hey, we move on. There's Crypto Superman. If you want to go see general crypto stuff, other stuff outside the Richard Hart ecosystem, that's Crypto Superman Crypto. Go subscribe, like, share. Detached Soul in the house there. Yo. Can see a Detached Soul. And Detached Soul said sub new channel. Nice one. What's up? That's really cool. Appreciate that. Big shout out. And Tin Top's in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tin Top. How are we? Up to 11.5 minutes on the intro. Man, we're going off today. It is Anzac Day today. We are remembering the fallen and those who have fought for our freedom, which ironically, so many politicians trying to take away from us very secretly and stealthy and in our face as well. Sounds like an emu, lol. It says it's a very tiny. It's very different from an emu. Emu has like the long neck and stuff. It's the kiwi bird's very different. Look it up on Google, Sandy Beach. It's a very tiny. It's quite tiny bird. We used to have bigger birds than emus. We used to have what we call moas, and we used to. I think there was like 16 or 18 species of moas or something, maybe more. I don't know. It's somewhere in that ballpark. But moas were the biggest bird ever, I think, to roam the land. But they probably got hunted to extinction because they're a big food supply. I think that was the rationale there. What else there? We got Hex Hodl, 6,000% APY for incentive PLS and PLSX farms. Lol. Yeah, we're going to check that out today, actually. Andrew Reynolds in house. Morning, all everybody. Good to see Andrew. How else are we doing now? We're going to scroll right down here. I'm going to go jump through quite a few things here. We got get Anita in the house there. Good to see Anita. Andrew says, sorry to hear about the car. Hope you're all okay. Very good. Thank you, Andrew. I love seeing the pictures since Sandy Beach. Nice. Yeah, the Hex Cruise pictures in Discord are really, really cool. So check them out for sure. Dan Bosch, you got caught lacking. Yeah, sleeping. I got caught sleeping. What else there? They tried to open the garage, and they tried to open the garage, but fortunately the garage opener was locked. It wasn't working, so that was cool. T Hex in the house there, up with the rockets. Nice. What else there? That sucks, says Anita. That sucks. I have 2 cars completely written off since PLSX sack. Yeah. All right, let's go. 50 people in the house. We've got our copy. This is the longest intro of all time, but that's okay. Let's get into some of the news. Let's bring it up, and we're going to quickly run through things. We're going to start off a little bit different for today, so we're going to get into that. Let's bring it up, though. And there's lots of stuff that's come out overnight that I probably won't be able to get to today. But we're going to start off with the markets first of all. So we're flipping things around today. We got the Dow Jones, the stock market today eked out gains on Monday ahead of earnings from big tech. So this is going to be really important. Remember, in this from now on, watching the earnings season is going to be very important because it's going to tell us how the interest rates are impacting the real economy, how companies are performing more generally. And so it's going to be a big deal there with the earnings season. Dow Jones up 66 points there, up to 33,875. So it's kind of cool with the industrial firms. Excuse me. S&P 500 is up slightly as well, 3.5 points to 4,137. NASDAQ, which has got all the tech companies, is down almost 1/3%, 35 points to 12,037. So they're all holding pretty key levels there. The dollar is just down slightly as well, just 101 versus the trading partners. Let's have a quick look at the commodities quickly. We got Brent oil is down just a tad. It's just down a little bit there, $82.34. West Texas at $78.63. And then gold is back over 2,000. It's up $3.70. And silver there is sitting just down slightly at $25.48. And don't forget, we've got the big meeting coming up. We're going to talk about it in a second with the Federal Reserve. So the Dow eked out gains Monday as investors awaited further catalysts for direction, just as the countdown to the moment of truth for big tech earnings due later this week gets underway. So it's later this week. So That's going to be pretty important for volatility and market performance. So definitely keep an eye on that. Obviously, we'll be covering on this channel. Alphabet and Microsoft are set to kick off a slew of earnings for big tech, which led the market meltdown seen in the first quarter of the year. Meta Platforms reports on Wednesday, followed by Amazon on Thursday. So there's some key dates there. Ahead of the flurry of quarterly reports, tech bulls on Wall Street continue to tout optimism, and that's good for us generally. Hopefully, the results match up with the optimism. Reiterate our call from the beginning of the year that we believe tech stocks will be up 20% and still have nice upside this year, with Q1 earnings season set to further calm street demand fears. So that would be a great outcome for crypto, great outcome for stock markets. So fingers crossed. Still, investor sentiment on tech has been muddied in recent weeks as the prospect of a less hawkish than expected Federal Reserve dwindles ahead of the central bank's decision on May the 3rd. That's the key one. We're hoping that we get a 25 basis point hike, right? The rate market has moved to fully pricing in one more 25 basis points. So there we are. That's what the market's priced in, one more 25 basis points hike from the Fed in the current tightening cycle, and it's now only fully priced in one 25 basis cut by the end of this year. So that is it. So it has priced in one actual cut before the end of the year, because as I said to you, we're expecting it to just keep holding right through the end of the year. But these guys have priced in 25 basis point cut at that. We may see that towards the end of the year. It's possible, but we're just assuming that's going to be constant and pivot at the end of the year. Value sectors of the market, excluding financials, continue to shine, however, led by energy as oil prices racked up gains. So we're going to jump through all those. Financials were trading below the flat line despite a rally in First Republic Bank ahead of the beleaguered bank's first quarterly results due after market closes. And that's pretty much the highlights there. So we're going to jump away from that, and we're going to get into the Federal Reserve meeting, which is coming up. So let's jump into that. So a good, a reasonable day sort of in the markets there. We are 1 week and 1 day and 17 hours away from the Federal Reserve meeting. So on the 3rd of May there. So I think it's the 2nd, 3rd. 3rd of May is going to be on there, 1 week and 1 day away. So the window of opportunity is closing a little bit there as we head up to that. So we've got the tech financials coming out this week. And then we've got the Federal Reserve. So you can sort of see it's going to be a pretty loaded week ahead of us. Take that into account when thinking about things there. We've got the 88% is sitting for another 25% rate rise. Only 12% of the market thinks we're going to have a no change in the rate there. So that is where we are. I think that's what's going to happen on there. Let's see what June, whether people are factoring in June. Yeah, only 17% of people factoring in another 25 basis points. Most of the market thinks there's going to be a no change in June. So that would indicate that the May would be the terminal rate if the market is correct about the Fed's appetite. And we know that there's different opinions in the Federal Reserve presidents between being more dovish and more hawkish. So we're going to find out a lot from that meeting coming up on May the 3rd. Fingers crossed it's the last one. It's the terminal rate. That'd be kind of cool to get that out of the way. The higher it goes, right, the more punishing it becomes for the real economy, the more stuff it wipes out jobs, wipes out incomes, and impacts the wealth effect as people are spending more money. So we will see how that goes. Obviously, inflation is also something to take into account. They still have to hit that target, but will they accept slightly higher inflation, even though they're going to continue to say, we'll target 2%, but informally, we're happy with 3.5% if we get to that. We'll see. All right, the stock market here at the moment, 1.239 trillion. And that's on crypto, the crypto market, 1.239 trillion. We're down 0.5% for the day. BTC dominance popped over 43% there. We got 59 billion in volume, which is actually a pickup from yesterday. I think we were at 45 yesterday, I think it was. So we're up from there, up at 60. So what's it, another 15 billion? That's pretty good. Looking at BTC, of course, at 27,559. That is down 1.47% on 24 hours. 6% for the week. Ethereum down 2% at 1849, down 10.5%. We got Binance coin there is down 0.5% at $331. XRP down 3.8% at 46 cents. Cardano down 3% at 38 cents. Hex is down 2.57% and is at 5.85 cents. So down, still at number 8 on Coin Paprika, but down almost 16% on the week. We got OKB there is down 2.6% at $45.95. And that wraps up our last week there. Yeah, out of the top 10 performers, Hex is the worst performing. And of course, but as I always say, as someone said the other day on Twitter, a Hex can, when the price is down, like 16, 20% or whatever it was, and the Hex can still smiling. So there we are. It's a good DCA. Pulsechain's coming. PulseX is coming. So that's kind of cool. So that's the crypto market. Let's jump over to Hex. Have a quick look at Hex at the moment. And let's have a look here. Hex here up on the hour. So we are getting a Hex token channel pump. Yeah, boy. That's what we try to get there. So that's on the 5-minute chart. I just realized I'm on the 5-minute chart. What am I doing in the 5-minute chart? I have no idea. There we are. We're on the 1 hour chart. Look, 1 hour chart there, bouncing off some pretty cool stuff there. Let's go to the whale bot and see what's been happening on the whale bot. And we haven't had that many transactions actually on the whale bot for quite a few days, which is, I don't know, is that a good thing? 10 hours ago, we had 4 million Hex sold for 231,000. So let's have a look there. That was, how many hours did I go? 10 hours, did I say? 10 hours ago. So let's go back here on 10 hours. Let's go back here. Where's 10 hours? I guess it's this red candle here. I guess that one there, but there's another one here. I'm not sure what that's doing there. So that is pretty much it on the whale bot. Not a lot to see there. Let us go to the 4 hourly to see the trader's view. It's kind of the trader's view. So the RSI is down at 42, and we've got the price at 5.8. Let's go look at the daily as well. Daily RSI is way down here at 38.5. Let's hope we might be able to. Looks like we might bounce from here, folks. I mean, we're not in the oversold territory, but we might actually get a. This might actually bounce from here. We've had 2 times it's hit this level in the last couple of days, so that might be the bottom there. Doesn't always have to go back to oversold, right? So that might end up being okay. Certainly a downtrend, right? But that's kind of cool. Let me delete that. But let's pull out of the way. So RSI. Let me have a look here. It's actually much harder for it to go lower, below 5.4. But it's not impossible, but it's just much harder to do that. Let's get rid of the overlays for a second. We're going to focus here on the 200 EMA. So this is exponential moving average. So it's a 200-day. Basically weights exponential. Basically weights the more contemporary days, the forward days, compared to the days in the past. So it's exponential as opposed to a simple average. And here we've got the EMA at 5.78 cents. As you guys know, I've said that 5.6 to 5.8 is kind of our defend line, but then technically on the chart it'd be 5 cents after that. But the difference is that we have the big LP provision at 5.4 cents. And of course, I don't know, maybe it's Greg. You decide for yourself. But hey, look, it looks like we've bounced off that area. We got down to as low yesterday of 5.497. So it's pretty much in the ballpark. So we've got quite a decent support level here. And of course, once we get down to 4 cents there, we've got that 5.4. So pretty good support range between 5.4 and 5.8. And that seems to be holding up this stage. Pretty cool. Now, on the crossovers, though, we do have the 20 has just moved out below the 50. But that could be very short-lived. This could flip back up here is what I'm suggesting there with the RSI, with the supporting averages. So I think that's pretty good there. Now let's go back though, and let's do. Have I got the Fibonacci in here? I haven't. Let me just delete that. Let me delete the Fibonacci there. Bam. Oh, what's happening with my chart? It's crazy, man. Someone's smashing my chart, man. Someone's smashing my chart. All right, jokes aside, let's get rid of that. Have we got that? No, that's what I got there. Let's just do this first. So we're also riding down this. We have pop below it, but we're kind of riding down this blue resistance line. It has, kind of pop below it, but it's kind of riding it too. And hopefully we'll be able to zoom in off that up the top there. Definitely kind of feeling that at the moment. We got our horizontal supports. Remember, they're all there too. So that gives us that range, 5.6 to 5.8. But 5.4 is the bottom support line because we have all that liquidity sitting in place. I don't believe that's disappeared at all. Haven't checked it, but it was there yesterday. And so that's kind of where we are at the moment. Let's have a look at the 24-hour. We're down 2.7% on 24 hours, so it really seems to have slowed down a little bit there, even with our big red candle that we had. And we're in a brand new day, aren't we? So what else we got there? We've got 1.1 million bought, 1.1 million sold, so 50-50. And we've got 7.6 million liquidity in there. And we've got 2 2/3 of the trades are buy trades, so it's still pretty bullish, right? Looking pretty good. All right, what else are we going to say about this? Is that what we're going to say about that? What was I going to say? I was going to do Fibonacci. The problem with this chart is it's so busy with so much stuff on it. I might have to fix that up. I almost need 2 charts. I need one for the charting and then one for the timeline, which is what I used to have. So look at that. So there we are. So on that Fibonacci, we're also below the 61.8, which is pretty typical, right? It's getting down to 61.8. So I think we're pretty much, obviously it's not inevitable that we don't go down further, but I kind of feel like we're done on this chart in terms of going down. Maybe we can get to 5.4, but not much more than that, I would suggest, at this stage. So that's kind of where I feel at the moment. Now, obviously, it's going to be depending on the news coming up, but I'm still pretty bullish about, obviously, the shorter time frame of a Pulsechain particularly. So that is kind of where we are there at the moment. So kind of cool. Not financial advice, but it kind of looks like it's done its thing. All right. Right. Let's move on to Hedron. Hedron at the moment is... where's Hedron? Hedron there is at 2,222 at the bottom of the range. Definitely pulled back up. It's nice big bullish run up the other day up to 2,700. We've got the RSI at 43 in bearish territory, but we have got the bulls are back in control. So right from the beginning of the year, Hedron's been the bulls have been in control. We only had a couple of days here in the DMI where there was a fight between the bears and the bulls, but the bulls have taken over, even with these 2 down days. So we'll see how that goes. If we can get a little a reversal here, we might be able to get that confirmed. Otherwise, the buyers, the battle might continue. We'll see. We need another reversal here. All right. Now, everyone obviously got the big rewards from the big auctions that was held the other day. Obviously, people getting a lot of yield from that. Looking at the 24 hours, we're down 4% on Hedron, 45 buys, 51% of buys, and the sell volume, 175K sell, 61% sell, over 115 buys, and that's 660,000 US dollars liquidity. This is the second biggest pair, of course, the Hedron USDC. And let's jump over to Icosa. It's not Icosa, we're going to jump to the Hedron Hex HSIs. We're at 2,415 in the liquidation queue. And man, there's been some real value opportunities for people here to pick up T-shares. Pretty crazy. Let's have a look at what's up for grabs at the moment. Now we've got 6 T-shares, 12 T-shares, lots of single T-shares there. Those are kind of in there. So the biggest one that's available at the moment is 12 T-shares. Got 1 billion Hedron finishing in 5 hours. And we've got a couple of auctions finishing pretty soon. We've got 5 T-shares here, 600 billion Hedron. No way. Is that going to go for that? That's insane. That's awesome. Man. Yeah. Okay. So that's going. Hedron's cheaper too, right? So Hedron's cheaper. That's pretty cool. So it's got 28 seconds. I don't know if it's going to finalize because sometimes it does can get overbid. But that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, you can check out hexmodel.com and look into Hedron from Dev Huey and Crypto Sloth. You can check out those for information. 10 seconds to go on this one. It's got typically now someone bids over you. I don't know how quick the delay is because the blockchain confirmation and stuff like that, but someone may end up bidding out. So that looks like it was one, but sometimes they can come back in. I think if someone actually bid in, it comes in time. Not exactly sure the timing on that, but looks like that went. So that's a pretty good deal. 600 million Hedron on 4.81 T-shares. And it's got 1.2 million Hedron mintable on it. So yeah, that does look like it's going. This one's about to go. 44 minutes to go for this one. 30 T-shares, 4 billion Hedron on that one. So some interesting stuff there. We've got 14 T-shares, 1.2. They're closing in within the next hour. So going to be fun times. Go check it out. All right, let's go over to Dev Huey. We've got 13 watts of NFTs burned in the last 24 hours. 3,960 endpoints, so we're down to 21,257 wattses, and no doubt these guys burned them after the yield payout from that big, was it third round or whatever? So that's kind of cool there from Dev Huey. Now the gas prices over the last 7 days. Look at these gas prices, man. I mean, we've been down 30 gwei. We've had some really high days, 70 gwei, 60 gweis, 80 gweis earlier in the week there on Friday last week. We've come down to like 30, 40s. But yeah, it wasn't since Saturday we got down to some 30 gwei. been pretty high though. 40 gwei, 50 gweis peaks. 50, almost 60 gwei peaks here. And we're back down at the moment around about 35 gwei at the moment. So, gwei's definitely, are we in a bull market? Are we in a kind of not a bull market, but a quasi bull market? The gas prices, are they a reflection of that? Certainly a reflection of demand on the chain. Anyway, average there. Now, obviously, Uniswap's been a big burner. We know that Pepe and other meme coins have been launched, and they've been burning a lot on Uniswap. So there's been a lot of activity on there. I haven't actually checked the top traders on there, actually, but you can go to Uniswap and check out the top ones. Pretty sure those ones have been up there. Obviously, Zen Crypto is still burning a lot away. A lot of people are burning because of the high price pumps in Zen. So people are minting their hearts out at 30, 40 gwei, 50 gwei. I've seen some people minting a lot of stuff there for the future mints. And then, of course, you got lots of other stuff, the MEV bots ticking away and NFTs as usual. So lots of things driving the old gas prices there. Let's jump over to Pulsechain, though. We're going to do that. Before we do that, though, let's get into the chat and catch up on the chat there. I'm going to remove that. And actually, I'll just leave the Pulsechain up there because we're going to talk about that next. I flip things around today. I flip things around. This is the way we go. Let's get back up into the top here. Where did I get up to? Where did I go up to? We're going to get into PulseX in a minute. A lot of people talking about PulseX prices. Let's see where we got up to. Definitely got up to there. Let me jump up to there. Lest we forget, Anzac Day, 100%. What else we got? Andrew Renner says, if I can get my testnet validator running on 100%, we'll run a 1 or 2 live or more if I'm confident about them staying up. Nice one, Andrew. Good idea. Who else has jumped in here? Yeah, we covered validating in the last couple of days. We've been looking at people. They're going to be validating on a Pulsechain. Hexpedition says, what's up with Anzac token? We covered that yesterday. Looked like liquidity was pulled and then added back in. It was pretty weird. But yeah, not performing particularly well over there at the moment. But have they got their halving coming up soon, did we say? Is it July? I think they got their first halving coming up soon. Hey, don't miss Hex Token chat. Yeah. Smash the chat. Yeah, that's for sure. Trip is in house there. Smash the likes. Definitely smash the likes. Andrew says, lost about $200 on gas this week. So mad. Can't wait for Pulsechain. Yeah. It just builds on the narrative for Pulsechain, right? The high gas prices. And, of course, better tokenomics, better financial engines. People will be surprised at how well things go. It looks like, a more demure launch could take a lot of people off guard. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out too. People are speculating on exactly how Richard might, launch Pulsechain, whether he'll give us a short notice or rather than a stealth launch. So we'll see what happens in that space. Richard's going to try and play it out to get, I guess, probably the optimum value out of it. So kind of cool. Cumus says PulseX will hit 10 cents at the end of 2025. Wow, that's beautiful. That would be awesome. That would certainly pay for some of my car repairs there, Cumulus. Greg says, I shouldn't park the Lambo on the road, mate. Yeah. Well, I was just unfortunately I had to, Greg. I had to. Unfortunately, I had no option to park it on the road. So just the way it goes. All right. Right. What else should we do? We're going to move on here. We've got 10-second block times. So that's where we're taking over at the moment. Yesterday, what were the transactions we had? On 22nd, we had 45,000 on the 22nd of April. We had 36,796 on the 23rd. So there we are, 23rd of April. And the wallets are slowly creeping up to 35 million. And, of course, we've still got our pre-indexing of the data there happening on the chain. Lots of transactions are going through, as you guys know. Let's go through a couple of these to see what's sort of going through. A lot of PulseX, liquidity provision, yield farming. What else is going on here? It's mostly PulseX here at the moment. We've got some Zen activity going on there. Man, tons of PulseX stuff going on. There's a lot of people playing on there for sure. And more Zen. The killers so far. We have got this RVLC as well. I've got quite a bit of that. I think that's PulseX as well, though, if I remember rightly. So PulseX and Zen dominating the transactions here Those that seem to be the killer dApps at the moment. Master Chief, I'm pretty sure it's a PulseX account as well. So those seem to be the two dominating today. We know that Liquid Loans was trying to get on for the testnet. I'm not sure if they're up and running yet. Haven't checked that yet. But we know that Liquid Loans is trying to race to get themselves up and running. They're going to have to hurry if we get a launch as soon as some people think we might get. So that's pretty much it on there. So yeah, PulseX and Zen are dominating the transactions at the moment on there. All right, let's jump over to some of the news on Pulsechain. We've got the devs here on GitLab. So this is Pulsechain, and we've got 3 Commas Capital there on the 24th. Brett, that's Brett, we call him, April the 25th there. So that's pretty fresh. We got Gamma there, 24th of April. We've got Richard Hart. The last time Richard was there was the 21st of April. So obviously that's development time, getting ready for the next phase. He'll be a good signal when he logs in, whether things are getting close, right? Has worked out fairly good as a bit of a Blues Clues indicator, leading indicator there. 24th of April, Space Ghost as well, and SJB in house 25th as well. So people working hard there on the old Pulsechain. And let's have a look at the activity. We've probably got some activity here. Yeah, 1 hour ago, Brett Paulson there pushed a new branch, add 20 gas there. So he's done a little push on that one. Let's have a jump into that and have a quick look there. Add 20% pad to estimated gas to ETH call is what he's done there. It's the latest update. The last one was a week ago, of course, when we had Pulsechain V4 update. And yeah, so it looks like he's done some stuff around the gas limit. Cool. So that's the update. That's just come out in the last hour. So that's a little improvement there. What else? We're going to jump over to, actually, let's go back to here. Let's actually go back to, let me just go back up here, updated. And yeah, so that is the last update. And that looks like we had, Pulsechain testnet. There was a little update 9 hours ago as well. Not sure what was in there. I haven't actually seen it. I'm just doing this live, of course. Anything else that looks informational there? That looks pretty normal. No, cool. All right, so that is pretty much the latest on Pulsechain. PulseX, the team. We got 3 commas there, 24th of April. Agris, 24th of April. Brett, 24th of April. Heinz, 24th of April. And Lucas, the 24th of April. And Richard Hart last time was, once again, 21st of March there. So that is the last one there. Actually, I was supposed to pull up the Pulse. Let me just pull up PulseX again. I want to pull up PulseX. So yeah, so some of the news here, we had this here 6 hours ago. Havida, who's an influencer on the Twitter there, posted, and Justin, Pulsechain developer Bretep, told me that V4 is the last testnet. Now we already know that, right? We've been covering that for days. And mainnet is next, guys. Yep, we agree with all that. Nice little picture there. Now Bretep responded to this. Bretep, this is 5 hours ago. Bretep, well, Pulsechain Dev said there are no plans for V5. V4 was the only launched because the change that needed to be made was easier and faster to release with a clean testnet, which is testnet V4, versus make the whole bunch of code changes to do a fork. V4 was the right call for everybody. APR fixed gets us closer to mainnet faster. So very, very excited to see that. So cool. I think that was it on that one. Yeah, I think that was it on there. So that was from Btip 5 hours ago. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, that was his last update. So I'm just going through there. He had some other stuff here talking about the Block Explorer says the address. So he's just responding to some stuff there. So some little issues. There's some wallet issues there, not to do with PulseX. So that was kind of cool from Bretep. So that's kind of the latest there. I'm not sure if Gamma has seen anything online recently. But that was definitely Bretep there. 4 hours ago, no, he's been quite active. So let me just scroll back here for Gamma, another Pulsechain dev helping with validators in particular. So yeah, 4 hours ago, he says, I'm helping people set up validators. Join my free validator setup group at Telegram, Gamma Dev Ops Chat, mostly the community helping answer basic validator questions. One-on-one Zoom setup there, $300 per hour he's got. Use the free resources, guides, and advice. So that is from Gamma. Now he's really in the team. He's really the one focused on helping people set up validators. Obviously, the more validators we have, the better the just the more diverse and secure is the Pulsechain testnet if it's got more global support. I can put Gamma there. So that is the link to his tweet if you want to check that out. Definitely have a look at that one. So that is from Gamma. Nice. All right. Now I do believe that Internet Money also. We're going to go into some of the ecosystem projects, but I believe Internet Money's got an update that's a pretty good one. Yeah, 2 hours ago, major announcement. The Internet Money wallet is now officially listed on the iOS App Store. This is a huge win. The Internet Money wallet is the first and only crypto wallet natively support Pulsechain, PulseX, Hex, and it is live on Android, iOS, and Chrome. So that thing does a pretty good milestone there. And of course, I'll post that link in the chat there as well because that's, I think, a pretty big deal. So bam. Let's look at that. Boom. All right, so that's pretty cool. Now, I think Ivan on Tech as well. Ivan on Tech has been doing more stuff around discussing Pulsechain and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of been pretty cool. I'm not sure if there's a tweet here for that, but I'm pretty sure he's been doing stuff around Pulsechain. I thought I saw a link onto that, but let me jump through some of that. Yeah, I think it was on this channel here that he may have done a video on this big stream here about Pulsechain. I think pretty sure he talked about that. Yeah, I think Funding Jim may have made some mention to that, so we're going to quickly put that up. I'm sure he posted something out around that. Let's have a look here. Kudos. Let me have a look here. Not that one there. I was looking further down. Yeah, this one here. So this was 8 hours ago. Shout out to Ivan on Tech. Let me just get rid of that comment there. Shout out to Ivan on Tech. Highlight the only real moat on EVM is an engaging and zealot community. Obviously, Hex Pulsechain community is that. Some people say, in the order of 300,000. So yeah, pretty cool. Watch till the end to understand the potential of Pulsechain, PulseX, and have to offer all the Ethereum. So that is pretty cool. That's 10 minutes long there. Obviously, it's got a long end. It's got a long end to that, but that's kind of cool. It's got lots of other stuff in there, but that is pretty cool from Gary. Nice work there, Gary. So pretty cool. So I think those are some of the highlights there that I'm aware of. We're going to talk into PulseX at the moment, though, because we've got some new stuff in PulseX. So that's the next thing we're going to talk about. Let me just switch over to the main chain. So we're still waiting for limit orders. We haven't got limit orders on here, but we've got the swapping and liquidity. We can currently see that one PLS is worth 3.51 PLSX on the testnet. That seems pretty similar, right? We've had a range, even on the old proof of stake ones, if I remember rightly, it was between like 2.5 and 3.5. So it seems to be pretty much in that range bound on the testnet. But testnet's just testnet. Yeah, at least the 1 week chart's showing up now. So yeah, we started off, we had like 3.6 here, and then we got as high as 3.85 and so forth. I don't know why, it must be zoomed in my table here, but that is where we are at the moment. We're at the 3.5, so kind of cool. What else? Yeah, so yeah, apparently my 39,000 pulse is worth $3,500. There we are. That's how much it's worth. All right, so let's go to the other one. Of course, we've been going to the yield farms. Now, the yield farms, we had 2 farms. Now we've got all 4. So as you guys know, we have got PulseX and Pulse, and we've harvested. We've got, $310. Yes, thanks. That's going to help pay for my car. Yeah. Yes. All right. Yeah, the good reason why I wasn't able to have my car in my garage and had to have it on the road is, and we're not on a busy road, by the way, so just to let you know, is that we've got so much stuff in the garage, it's not ours, but I had to have it in there. So just you know, you can't do much about that. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, we've got some more incentive tokens here. Nice. The DAI APY has gone up to 1518%. Woohoo! Pump PLS. So that's kind of cool. We're going to harvest that $700. Oh my gosh, I'm running money now. We're going to be able to pay for those repairs on the old ignition pretty easy. and the tow truck and the glass. All right, so look at this incentive PLS LP 5,800%. OMG, that's insane. And Brando, man, these people have been pumping. This thing's been pumping. These are the two new ones that have been added. Obviously, with Pulsechain Testnet V3, we had these two up as well, but that's pretty cool. So we had PLSX, PLSX up first, then DAI PLS up second. Obviously, we had the bridge where you could bridge and DAI open up, so you can put DAI in. Now we've got incentive Pulse, incentive PulseX. So very, very cool. And so that supports the incentive token too, doesn't it? So yeah, not just a coin, not just another coin tagged on to the back end. Not just you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Not just another token tagged onto the back end is on incentive, right? All right. So there we are. Wink, 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 wink on that. All right. So cool. That's where we're out there. 5.8%, 5,800%. Man, I've got to get some of that, right? I've got to get some of that. So I won't do it on this live stream, but that's definitely looking good. Let's go to the info tab. See if we're still waiting for the dollars to flow through. Looks like we've got this is populating, so this is kind of cool. That's populating too, but looks like it might almost get there. Maybe after the live stream, dollars will show up, but it's almost getting there. We got no volume here showing yet, at least on my screen, but that wasn't showing yesterday either. So this is getting there. Something's happening, and we'll probably get dollars showing up here shortly, is my guess. Kind of neat. All right. Let us know in the chat there if you have been playing around on PulseX. And if there's something I haven't mentioned, let me know. So let's go to the burn, see what the burn is. Oh man, burns jumped a lot here. 2.47 billion burned. So someone's definitely been playing big time on the network here. How much have we got? Any bounties? $21 bounties. I'm going to take that. That's in the house. That's a couple of lattes. That's a couple of lattes. I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you guys before it because I know sometimes when I go, I'm gonna get the bounty. You know, somebody steals it, front runs me while I'm on live stream. You know who you are, Brennan. And whoop, did I say the name? That was my bad. So there we are. Wait for that to come through. Do I get it though? Do I get it? Is it gonna work? Am I gonna have a transaction issue? Yeah, transaction issue. Rabbits. Let's try that one more time. Hopefully it's still there. Let me refresh. I'm probably gonna get front run now because I'm too slow. Let me see if it's still there. Appears to be. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, there we are. I lost it. Maybe someone did front run me. Oh, 6 cents. I missed the $21. I only got 6 cents on this one. Boo hoo hoo. I'm going to leave that. We're going to leave that one. I missed out on 21 bucks. Someone must have front run me on that. They must have seen me go to the PulseX page and then suddenly go, bam, I'm going to get it. I'm going to beat out Superman. You did that very nicely. So that is the results there. Let's get into the Hex Daily Stats. We got we're waiting for day 1239, but it's not out quite yet. Am I a little bit ahead of myself? I shouldn't be. But let's do a refresh. Maybe that will help us along. Probably not, but we'll try it. Is it because of the weekend? I don't know. It's not out yet, so we'll have to wait for that. Let's go back to the Hex price and let's scroll out here. Like I say, we've got some key dates coming up here. We've got the Federal Reserve coming up here. You can see that in red. That's not far away from us. As we say, what's it, 8 days? 8 days and 8.5 days. That's just ticking up in front of us. Very key for the market there. Perfect time for it to launch. And of course, perhaps the earliest we might get a launch is 6th or 7th of May. Man, the timing would be pretty good in my view. That being said, I still think that June or July would be quite nice. And of course, testing, there's no point, if you've got little issues to address, maybe they're going to do that first. But definitely it seems like, could be sooner than later, couldn't it? All right, who else has jumped in here? We might look at some of the other charts as well, just because I haven't looked at the other charts. Let me have a look here. Let's go back up to the top. Make sure I'm up to date. Got up to there. Chappella goes here. Superman Lambo had to go out on the street because the Bugatti and Ferrari were in the garage. No, something else was in there. Hey, look, I don't drive fast cars because I can't drive a fast car. I'm not great at high speed. So there's no point owning one of these flash cars. Bob Wells says in the house there, hey, gang, dinner time here in the Great White North. Nice one, Bob. Power City launched V4 today on V4. Nice. We're going to check that out. Let's go check out Power City. Power City. And they've launched the core. Now, you guys know I did a video on the core the other day. See here, you can see it. So Portal X is running over 30 chains. That's beautiful. If you haven't seen Portal X, It is really amazing. I've only done one transaction, so I'm only basing on that, but it went very, very well. Cross-chain as well, wasn't on-chain. You can do on-chain and cross-chain. This is a super DEX aggregator, so it does try and give you the best results there. It does all the hard work, hopefully, for you. You can select the tokens, of course, and chain to chain. Pretty neat. So it has a token approval revoking as well. It has limit orders. So it really is a pretty cool one-stop shop over 30 chains or so. So it's pretty powerful there. Yeah. Now the other one, of course, is the testnet for the Power Core. With the Power Core, you put your Pulse in there, and you can earn fees. All the fees. So all these different dApps here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus more. They're probably coming in the future. They're all going to put fees into Pulse, and I think PulseX as well. You earn through the Earn protocol. Yeah, you're going to get Pulse. They got all these businesses, top tier businesses working for you to get Pulse. So it's kind of cool. So this is the dApp here, and yeah, it does look like it's connected to V4. I'm not sure when I played with it. I played with it on V3. So yeah, when I played it on V3, but now they've got V4. They've made a few little changes as well, I think, with the UI. So it's kind of cool too. Yeah, fun times. I may do another session on that and play around. It might be cool to do that too. All right, so that's Power City. I don't think Liquid Loans has got theirs up yet, though. Liquid Loans, let's have a look. These are the two forks of Liquidity. And of course, they're coming to Pulsechain. Let's have a look to see if the testnet's up and running. Let's give that a second. Okay, so no, so they're not ready, they're not up yet. So they took a bit longer to set up. They also got the Teller Oracle as well, and they got to set that sort of stuff up as well. So yeah, that's just where they're at the moment. So they should be out any day though. Right, so those are the two forks of Liquidity. Looking pretty exciting about that. Actually, I wanted to quickly check one more thing. Let's go check Coast. Because Coast often has updates around the fiat on-ramp on-ramp and stablecoin. So we're just going to quickly check them. Fiat on-ramp coming soon, 2 hours ago, to Ethereum and Pulsechain. So we're excited about that. That's cool. Imagine the Ethereum gas fees in the full bull market. That's when everybody will appreciate Pulsechain 100%. It's just another bullish catalyst for Pulsechain. What else have we got there? I think that's it. So that's kind of cool. All right, we're waiting for the day 1239 to get off the press there. We'll wait for that. Meanwhile, we'll go to the Hex chart and just sit on here for a little while, waiting for that to update. So look at the 15-minute chart on here, and bam, we'll follow that along. That's Hex at the moment, 5.747 cents. 20% more gas, says Briz. What else? Who else has jumped in here? Let's go through that. Brazil says just chilling like a villain. Who else is in here? Tortoise Johnny. Briz, that video was bonkers. I'm not sure what video you guys talking about, but I might have missed that first part. I think when Pulsechain launches, I'm going to send all my Sacrifice tokens into Money Wallet, says Bob Wells. Nice. It is in beta at the moment, so I think they've got the next beta version coming up. I'm not exactly sure when they have that final version. Just take that into account, Bob, with your assets. What else there? Jump through some of that. Sandy Beach says, I think I'm just going to do what I need to do to get Pulse for the internet money ecosystem. Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, the internet money leading in balance there. We're also expecting a heart wallet as well, so it's going to be interesting to see that play out too. Bob Wells says, speaking of smash, let's get that like button. You smash the like button, hit the bell as well, hit the subscribe button. That would be helpful. Brazil says, so Gunther left the PLSB and joined Zen. Did he? Let's pull that up. We've got to pull that up. That's informational. That's informational, not drama. Informational. It looks like, is it Gunther? Is it a Wolverine? Is it under Wolverine now? Wolverine. We've got the Wolverine there. It's not coming up there. Wolverine. Gunther. Is it Gunther? I don't know. Is it Gunther? I don't think it's that Gunther, right? It's not this Gunther. It's not this Gunther. It's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. That was I cracked myself up. I don't even know where he is on the. Let's go. Let's type in. I don't know PLSB. It's something like that. Let's have a look PLSB. See if we can find it. Why is he not coming up? Has he blocked himself? Was he offline, or what's he doing there? He's just not coming up. He used to dominate this thing, didn't he? I haven't looked for so long. That's out of touch. I'm out of touch. Out of touch, out of sight there. Yeah, can't seem to pick him up there. That's pretty much it. See the results there. Bam, still waiting. Still waiting for that. All right, who else is in here? Jump through some of that. Justin Garner, when launch, sooner than later. It does feel like a launch could be, some people say within weeks, and not being a meme anymore. This video gets 5 stars. Nice one, Briz. What else there? Brendan says just catching up 1.5x. I'm not sure what you mean about the bounty super. That's hilarious. I've been smashed on the bounty. Christian says I'm a bit upset with myself because I didn't sack for liquid loans. It's an amazing project and tool to get PLS as yield. It will be. I think it will be very successful. But hey, you can always buy and market, and you may get a deal. You just never know your luck there, Christian. Machiavelli in house there. Rockets up to the right. We like that. Christian says there's a lot of drama going with the PLSB and ASIC at the moment. I'm sure there is. Let's have a quick look at the price charts on that. Let's have a look at the price charts on PLSB. Where is the chart there? Let's go to the best performing. Oh, well, it's actually best performing on my list. Pulse Bitcoin, Pulse Dogecoin, and ASIC. Where's the ASIC code on here? Presumably these are the right liquidity pools. Man, oh man, lucky yesterday was this chilling on Pulse Bitcoin. A low of 52 cents, high of 83 cents, currently at 63 cents at the moment, up 20% on yesterday, of course, because yesterday it went down to 52 cents. Liquidity in the pool, 42,000. So it looks like the liquidity's recovered, but yesterday was very chilling with the old LP based on this. Looked like it got pulled and then added back in. I'm not sure if the same provider or what happened there. Pulse Dogecoin is currently had a volatile day as well. Went down to $1.97, high of $2.78. That's a pretty nice big range there. Currently at $2.50 is the old Pulse Dogecoin. That's the meme. And of course the ASIC token. Sorry, it was the ASIC token that had the pool, liquidity pool, not the Pulse Bitcoin. Sorry about that, my bad. So yesterday you can see that on the chart here on the hourly. That was what happened. Looked like twice. Now I don't know if this is just a error on the chart there because I couldn't actually check the LP addresses, but that's what it showed up on the chart. So whether that's accurate or not is another thing. But I know that people are commenting on YouTube, on Twitter there. So that is the chart there on the daily. You can see the wild, we're all the way down to 0. So if that's accurate, anyway, it's back here at 49.90, almost 50 cents at the moment on ASIC tokens. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. The ASIC token price here. Now I'm pretty sure that's the right peer on that. Let me just double check on that ASIC. Here's the one I've got saved. Yeah, pretty crazy, man. Low liquidity, man, across the board. I mean, it really is. Now, obviously, it helps with price bumps, but it makes it awkward for people to buy in large amounts. So not great, not great at all. So no wonder there's a lot of drama in there at the moment with that sort of performance. Now we do know that Gunther did a lot of a lot of those NFT lock-ins, didn't he, with a lot of his stuff. I'm not sure how much of his portfolio he locked away, but he certainly was posting a lot of long-term locks for Pulse Bitcoin. The halving is coming up, as they say. Halving is coming up, and that's something. Yeah. Anyone else know anything more about that? Let me know in the chat. Hex Huddle, do you know anything about that? I know that you may have been looking at that as well. Looks like someone removed an out of liquidity back. Yeah, it does look that way. It's garbage, to be honest. Pulse Bitcoin, Pulse Dogecoin, and ASIC. Yeah, well, it's turning. The market tells you it says it's not performing well, so that's you can't disagree much with that. That summary from Hex Huddle. But yeah, under a lot of pressure there is the market there. All right, let us get back to it. Where's our Hex gone? Here's the Hex. What else has been done well here? Time token. This is Intent Money, so time. Let's have a quick look at that because obviously with the iOS update, you would think that would be kind of cool. It's got a bit of a hammer here at the moment. Half a cent is the price at the moment on the old. Got up to 6/10 of a penny. That's on the ETH chain. So that's the performance of Internet Money so far. Not going to really perform, I guess, until there's some sort of clues around the finalization of the wallet. And I think we've got the final beta coming up, if I remember rightly. You have to double check that, but I think that is the case. Maybe a month away or something. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely getting closer. Hex Hodl says LTC halving in like 100 days. That's this Hex Hodl. Are you talking about Litecoin itself? Yeah. All right. We're up to there. We're still waiting for day 1239. We're up to an hour and 1 on the live stream, which is good. Great to see everybody here, by the way. Thanks for joining. I just realized I got the wrong banner on the channel. I got the wrong banner. Sorry about that. Wrong channel. Wrong channel banner. That's hilarious. All right. I had the Superman Crypto one running and the Hex Token channel. That's what happens. Yeah, basically running 2 channels at the moment. I've got more channels, but I only got time for running 2. So I'm running the 2 channels, Hex Token and Superman Crypto. Superman Crypto is kind of a place where I can just talk about all sorts of other stuff in crypto because obviously crypto is a lot of fun. I love to talk about a lot of different things. I don't talk about hourglass protocols typically, though. I don't really like hourglass protocols. Are pretty bad. Reflection tokens, that's kind of reaction. Generally speaking. Pulse Bitcoin having also but for some reason there isn't much interest left in those. Looks like it really is spiraling down. That's for sure. Can you explain the burn function, PLSX? Yeah, well, it's kind of self-evident, musical. It's kind of people buy a trade. So out of every trade that happens on PulseX, there's a 0.29% fee out of every single trade. So you could have thousands of trades, people trading all sorts of projects like Link and SHIB and Hex and things like that. And out of that 0.29%, 0.22%, around about 76% of it is used to pay the liquidity providers providing liquidity. The remaining 0.07% is going to buy PulseX and then burning PulseX. So it reduces not only pushes the price of PulseX up, but it also burns the supply as well. So it reduces supply. So it's a double whammy there. So a good estimate is that if you had $1 billion of trade volume, you get about $700,000 of buy and burn a day. So obviously, if you can get $1 billion of trade volume, it's pretty good. So it's kind of where that is. Hopefully that helps. What else? The Church of Universal Oneness is the non-RH crypto news. I hear Coinbase and Gemini are bidding on Celsius assets tomorrow, and also Trump drops new NFT trading cards and sold out instantly. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'll follow up on some of those. J-Man in the house. Good to see J-Man. Hex Hodl says the Pulse Bitcoin halving also here. Oh, yeah, I've jumped through that. Gunther Wolverine has been quiet also. It seems probably dumping on heads. I guess he put a lot of locked in, so he had some liquid, I'm sure. What else there? We've got Fast Abdul in the house with a $5.50 Canadian sticker there. Super sticker. Appreciate that, Fast Abdul. Soon WhatsApp NFTs will have images by Master Jawa monkey pictures that will rule the Pulse chain. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Nice intel. I wasn't aware of that. So good news there. I'll have to try and follow that up too. And once again, thanks for the super sticker there, Fast Abdul, and the Alpha. Hex Hodl says, let's be positive, though. Glass are full. 100%. Yeah. Hey, look, it's crypto. Markets rebound. People want capital start flowing back in. Maybe that will bounce back. Who knows? But we're playing probability, right, Hex Hodl? Playing probability. All right, we've got day 1239, high for the press, 24th of April, 2023. Hex.com, folks. Check it out in the link in the video description. And, of course, get some Hex, get some T-shares, the way that goes. And, of course, we've got the price snapshot at 5.84 cents. Down 9.3% from yesterday, so easier to pick up a DCA. Pulsechain is coming. You get a copy on Pulsechain. And, of course, payout per T-share, 6.5 Hex per T-share. Beautiful. Hex that's going up and to the right, the payout, which is what you're after. So if you can get some beautiful yield and get some nice price appreciation over time, you're winning double. You're double. That's kind of the holy grail of crypto. The T-share rate there is finally gone over 27,000. Up 6.5 for the day, so you need 6.5 Hex per T-share more. So earlier pays better, and the T-share price there, $1,579 is the T-share price. Average mining length, 6.93 years, and almost, I don't know, we'll probably get 7 years eventually, I guess. APY rate there, rewards and emergency in-state penalties, 38.48%. Now that is paid out in Hex terms. Obviously, US dollar price of Hex moves around. Liquidity in the pool up to 116 million. Maybe we get up to enough liquidity in the pool, and the big money starts to come in, and we get a nice little push higher. We'll be watching for that, right? We might get that sooner than later. Definitely possible there. Hex tends to like to shock people out when people get complacent, get down in the dumps, then suddenly action happens, and people are like, oh man, I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and it's a bit like that. Liquidity in the house there, 3.7 million US dollars in the pool, and 696 ETH there. So some changes in liquidity provision as well from the looks of it. Pretty interesting. Let's actually quickly look at the Uniswap liquidity just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it's all looks pretty similar to yesterday, but we're going to have a look. A bit of a sneak peek. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to yesterday. The shape's changed a bit here. The shape was a bit more like a bell curve. That has changed. It's got this more slant orientation now with this big resistance here in the 8 cent range, 7-8 cents. So that has changed the shape. It was a bit more like a bell curve all the way to 10 cents. So so that's changed quite a bit here on the sell side. The buy side though, the 5.4 cents there, that's still all intact. And actually, we've got nice little buy support in here. I mean, they're only $17,000 candles, but it's nice to be. Yesterday we were sitting right on the edge, and we're back in here. So yeah, been pretty bit of a move there, but still look pretty similar. All right, what else we got going there? T-shares up 98. Woohoo! Big day in the office. We're sitting at 10 million and 15,000 T-shares. Remember, Hex is easy to understand. We have a reward pool and a T-share pool. And of course, if either of them move around, then the Hex payout for T-share changes. At the moment, of course, we've got the T-share pool slowly getting smaller, and so the Hex payout for T-share is getting bigger, and no doubt, getting all that juicy yield. What else there? Let's have a look here. See the payment for the yield up from yesterday, 64.6 million Hex is now up to 65. Plus, we got the penalties are higher over $1 million. So it's a good day in the office. You're winning on both accounts. With that smaller T-share pool. So definitely, if you got your T-shares, you are happy with the old yield there. The Ethereum, let me jump through here. The change in holders were up 262, and liquid holders of Hex up to 331,992. Our headline number is actually down one for the day, down one minor. We're down at 120,696. And oh boy, we're getting close, folks. Our total holders up 331. To 554,440 is where we are. Now, as you guys know, we're going to get to a snapshot where it's 555, 555. We're getting close to that, right? So a couple of days away. Keep a lookout for that. That's going to be funny. It's more funny than anything. We get a 555, 555 snapshot. Now, it's going to be pretty random luck there, but it's not out of the ballpark. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's day 1239. We're on day 1240 on the Hex journey. Hex.com, T-shares, get that yield. Not financial advice, do your own due diligence, but if you want any help, get into our Discord as well. Minimum payout at the moment, 6.44 for Hex per T-share, looking pretty good. You get a copy on Pulsechain, so think about it's like 3.2 cents at the moment per chain, and of course it is kind of a proxy for Pulsechain, albeit depending on how Richard does the launch phase for that. But in any case, it's going to be epic. We're going to have an incredible ecosystem for Pulsechain. We're going to have economic engines in there, like the AMM bot, potentially a war chest, no expectations, liquidity pools, and of course, we're going to have the ultimate tokenomics with all the incentives, and of course, we're going to have the biggest airdrop in crypto history. It's going to be pretty glorious. You add all those things up together. You open all those things up and you have a bridge, cross-chain bridges, official bridges, fiat on-ramps, then you are sitting pretty. And then, of course, we're going to have some pretty cool wallets around as well. So it's going to be pretty glorious, folks. Pretty glorious indeed. We're waiting patiently. 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. So, yeah, definitely getting very, very close now. Testnet V4, no testnet V5. And, of course, all the warnings have been given. We're expecting a post-Shanghai fork or Genesis block. And so if you've got stuff on centralized exchanges or other chains and you want to get them copied, it's up to you. You want to get them copied over to Pulsechain, and time could be running very thin for you to do that. That's all the latest news that we've had so far. All right, that is pretty much it. Let's go to Hex. We're going to find Hex again. Hex USDC, that's the one. And let's hide the overlays there. Bam. That is Hex at the moment, 5.754 cents, so even cheaper than the snapshot on the X Daily Stats. So you're actually picking up Hex for 2.5, 2.5, 2.7 cents, something like that. Is that right? Hopefully that's right. 2.5, 2.7. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 2.7. All right, so cool. Who else has jumped in the chat here? We're up to an hour and 11 minutes. We're doing pretty well on the live stream, especially when I was late. So I do apologize about being late. But hey, look, drama, no drama, but drama in the old K Corral there. What else? Briz says nobody loves the daily payout more than Briz. That is Briz's statement there. We shall leave it there for all the glory that it has shining upon it. Nice one there. What else there? Where else we go? Christian says, I need a mastering LP providing because that's where the money is, says Christian. Yeah, you should probably do a lot of research around that and about our peers moved together, what sort of peers, stable coins, non-stable coins, liquidity size, and impairment losses. I'll do a lot of research around that. Briz is dumping on us all, says Hexodol. Don't you dare, Briz. You dare. He's dumping all the sweet, juicy yield. That's why he loves the yield daily payout more than anybody else. That's what he does. DB and House there, Hex. Yeah, Hex is the way. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed today. Remember, it is Anzac Day for those of us in Australia and New Zealand. If you're around the world, of course, we remember the fallen soldiers. And boy, oh boy. And of course, the people that went to war. I mean, it's pretty traumatic. And of course, we see that around the world. There's typically 50, 60 kind of wars or skirmishes around the world at any particular time. I think there's a website that monitors that. But you're not great. Peace over war is obviously the preferred outcome. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. All right. Shall we wrap up? What do you guys reckon? Peace out and all that. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow at the same time, same place. I think it's probably a good idea. What else? Yeah, if you want to get into our Discord is free, and it's really, really cool. It's as good as you guys make it. It's got all the information to Pulsechain, PulseX, and Hex, all the ecosystem, the airdrops, and things like that. So get in there. The community is pretty awesome. We've got a great bunch of people in there. We've got a lot of moderators and community leaders that help out people too, as well as community members. So it's a really cool place. Get into it. Yeah, if you want to join as a member of this channel, hit the join button. We've got Pulseskins, Xskins, Rich Art Club. Just an easy way of supporting their channel. And yeah, hashtag family channel, hashtag no drama, hashtag Pulsechain's coming soon. All right, take care, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Bye for now. Let's play some music though, because we've got to, music's the art of way things go. So let's play that. I might play a few surprise videos as well. Who knows? All right, bye for now.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.
$4,000 X gains was a lot in 600 days. Soon it's going to be past 10,000. And I remember when I made the Hex website, And I said, this was designed to do a 10,000x return in a year and a half or 2.5 years. Everyone said it was a scam. It was impossible. How dare you design something with the intention of becoming valuable? Well, that's what business is. By design, business is the creation of value for shareholders. So every business is trying to create and accrue value. And I'm honest and open about it. And I said, I want to design the highest appreciating asset that's ever existed. And then we did it, and it's working. And I think we'll be past 10,000x very soon. And then will I hear apologies from all those people that said evil things about me? Let me tell you the difference between me and everyone else in cryptocurrency. I'm a self-help author that gives away free books to try and make your life better. I give away free videos with the ads turned off on YouTube. They're not allowed to show ads on my videos. Who else is doing that in cryptocurrency? I tell you to stop drinking, stop trading, call your mom. I tell you to live a good, wholesome life. And who else in crypto is doing that? Everyone else in crypto wants to see you get wrecked margin trading. That's the only revenue they have. So, it's a self-help author doing everything for free, giving you free coins, free books, free videos, free advice, living the dream, just raised $27 million for charity. Has anyone else from cryptocurrency raised $27 million charity that wasn't me? No, it's just me. I'm the best person in cryptocurrency. And I'm working my way up to maybe be the best in the world, but it's going to take a while. There's a lot of people out there.
Guys, today we're going to talk about meme coins. I don't talk to you guys about meme coins a lot. Why? Because I don't think they have any value. I don't think they're good. And I'm certainly not going to sit here and tell you to buy some, okay? I want to see the kind of gains these things are going to give. The fact is, people made so much money on it. I know that David Gottstein recently said on Twitter some of the effect of, you just look dumb when you're telling all these kids that made millions of dollars with meme coins that they're no good. So we're going to experience that. So we're going to actually open up a portfolio that we are going to buy meme coins. And even though this is not a meme coin, I do feel like the gains were so massive last time, and that, Richard Hart's a bit of a meme, right? Don't you think he's a bit of a meme? I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm not saying that against Richard. You guys know I like Richard. I'm saying it like, you see how he dresses, right? He's more over the top than me by a long shot, right? So we're going to be putting Dogecoin, Shiba, and Hex in that portfolio. We're going to do maybe an interview with the founder, and we're going to let the audience vote on whether we should add it to our portfolio or not.
Can I ask you can I say one thing just before that next super chat? Talking about the Pulsechain stuff as well. Just one thing I wanted to add to that is a lot of people in crypto kind of get triggered by this a little bit, right? Which is, I think, and we think, right, that Pulsechain is pretty much one of the best opportunities out there right now for anybody who's absolutely brand new to crypto. Right. Now, I guess there's two ways to look at that, right? Why do people get triggered in crypto about that, right? And then why is that opportunity actually there, right? So in crypto, right, Hex Jesus here, we had Richard Hart on the show a while back with you guys, and he just kind of, like Trump, right? He's the divisive figure, and people go one way or the other, right? In crypto. So there's a lot of people in crypto that anything related towards Hex, they're just like, I'm not going to touch it, blah, 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 right? Because they don't understand it. They haven't taken the time to look into it. They basically take the media, the crypto media, that distorts that project from the very beginning. There's a lot of gatekeeping that's been going on there. And a lot of people have made a ton of money on that project, right? And so that opportunity is something like, okay, we want to make money, right? We're here to make money. So if that has done a 10,000x in the past, you probably want to be a part of that ecosystem, right? Now you got guys like Ivan on Tech, BitBoy, and a few other large crypto channels, which are like, okay, we don't care what the crowd thinks. We see the money opportunity here with Hex and Pulsechain, and we're going to take it. So that's the side where you can kind of, I would say, once you've done enough research, watch both of our channels when we talk about Hex and stuff, you'll understand why we like it, right? And then on the other side of the coin, in terms of why Pulsechain is one of the best opportunities for new people, it's a fair launch, right? It's coming out where everybody is on an equal playing field from people who have a lot of money, the whales in the market. I think the largest whale in the Pulse ecosystem, what did he sacrifice for Pulse? Like $30 million?
Plus, it was a lot. There was like $2 billion, like in terms of money into the projects, there was over $2 billion sacrifice into both projects.
And he had to sacrifice or get into the project the same way as everybody else, which is a fair launch. A lot of projects in crypto, they do these things called seed and pre-seed, or ICOs, right? Where they're basically like, okay, all of our friends and family, right, we'll get you guys in right away. And then the other people will get in on the seed. We'll be pre-seed, somebody else will be seed, right? And then we'll have public round, and then we'll do launch, right? So there's all these layers of people who have advantages, right? Whereas with Pulsechain, everybody's on the same level playing field. So that's great. And then, I mean, Richard Hart is pretty much one of the best tokenomics creators in the crypto space. And so when he says he's built a coin to do a 10,000x, I didn't believe it at first. I thought this was crazy. But then we saw it in the last bull market. It actually happened, right? So we have very strong conviction that he'll be able to do the same thing with Pulsechain. And so we're going in this course, right? There's a very good chance that Pulsechain could launch during the course itself. And so we're going to basically be helping people who are brand new to that, who might not be able to understand it right away, to get in very smoothly in a DeFi native manner where you hold your own coins. But then we also make sure that that's a portion of your portfolio, right? But you have the other stuff like Ethereum and Bitcoin and your other stuff that's safe. So we want to make sure that to balance it, because of course it is a risk getting into anything that's brand new. But at the same time, with no risk, there's no reward. So you just have to, understand that for yourself. And we try to teach people about that opportunity in a non-emotional way, because too many people out here in the crypto space, I think, are just, I don't like that guy, so I'm not going to get into the project. Everybody liked Alex Mashinsky, right? What did he do? He fucking stole everybody's money, and he basically did it in a way that he got away with it. It's really fucked up. So, Richard Hart has been out here actually helping people to avoid those things, avoid custody by other people. Self-custody is the main way to do it in crypto, and we teach that DeFi native strategy.
So pretty much what's going on is like we're trying to show people the number one opportunities to make money, but at the same time, you don't want to be married to a coin. It's like just like spinning plates. You want to have a couple of coins and stuff like, but you don't want to have all your cash in just one thing, right? But if you get into these opportunities, you make some money. That's it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cool.